Welcome back, guys. I have just arrived at Indy Bridge Campground. There's not a single person around me. I've got this all to myself. But you might be wondering how I got here, because in the last video I finished it on top of Mount Buller, and well, Indy Bridge isn't really anywhere near Mount Buller. So I had to go back into Melbourne because I had some brake issues that I wanted to try and get sorted. I also found out that my two solar panels on the roof weren't quite working as much as they should. So I did some testing with them. I got in contact with Renogy because they're pretty much new. I put them on when I started the trip. And Renogy came to the conclusion that they were faulty. So they sent out two new ones. So I had to install two new solar panels before I could set off on my trip again. Also, I picked up Freya. So Freya's back now. Hey pup, come on, yeah. But we can't just start here. So let's rewind a bit and see what Freya and I got up to in the last couple of days. It's not real. It's not a real horse. 03. Sit. 30 cal machine gun. Goes 93k. That thing goes 93k an hour. That's got to be terrifying. It's got a, oh, there we go. Rolls Royce, 6-cylinder petrol, 130 horsepower. This way. Sit. Someone's got to sit in there?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you do airplane me.
I thought that would be bigger than that.
Okay. Yeah, not really.
there's more. There's a big engine here. Come here, come here. 14 cylinder twin Wasp air-cooled engine. They're not real, Freya. Sit, sit, sit. Stay. That's not a real person. They're not going to give you a pat. Not real. Okay? Well, that was a good little stop at the Gippsland Armed Forces Museum. It's $4 to get in, and you can take dogs in there, so that's pretty good. A little something that I can do with Freya to pass some time.
And then the ship, the name of the ship.
Well, I had a bit of a break in the rain, so I thought pull over for lunch and maybe have a bit of a fish. I'm in Ensay at the moment, and I've managed to find a spot right on the river here. It's pretty hidden, not easy to find, but it's a good little spot. So I've made some lunch. Now I'm just cast right out for a bit until these clouds start raining. Well, I was only meant to stop here for lunch and have a little fish, but I've been here for, I don't know, an hour and a half or so now, and to be honest, can't really be bothered driving any further, so decided I'm just going to stay here for the night. Freya and I are just going for a little stroll. She's just woken up from her little nap, so we'll go for a bit of a walk. I just realised I left the fishing rod behind. I was actually coming along here to look for some more spots to fish. Let's go have a look down here. Hey, wanna come see? Freya paving the way. Probably come chuck a line in over here. Haha. So I had something bite earlier, probably about half an hour ago, and I haven't had a thing since. So I decided to change lure. First cast, straight on. I have no idea what it is. It's not a trout, sadly. This is it here. All right, relax, mate, relax. It's an Australian bass. All right, we got this little guy off. We're gonna chuck him back. We don't need to keep him. Not fall in the water. Like that. Oh, we fell in the water. Here you go, mate. There you go, he's off. Back into his little hole. Oh, man, got me boot wet, only a tiny bit. God damn it. Just a little bit of water got in. Is that a first fish on camera? Not the trout I've been looking for, but it's something, all right? Come here. We're stuck on a rock. Come here. Come on, go get this for me. I'm not about to lose a lure to a rock. So that means boots are coming off. This lure's only a couple meters out here, so. Gotta remember to reset this drag. That's how I lost my first fish today. Not enough drag and it just started swimming away and then dropped it. It's not that cold. Oh, let's go. Whoa. Come on. Ah. Ah. No, this way. Not down there. This way. Well, that was a fun little fish. The first one spat the lure out and I lost it. Second one, landed it. Probably just too small, so let that guy go. And then I did have a couple more hit the lure, but sadly nothing else landed. So probably going to call it at that, and maybe I'll get another go in the morning. We'll see how we go. Well, good morning. Thought I'd get a coffee going. Freya's had a bit of a run around. She's doing her thing. And, well, I'm going to have a fish. I'm going to try and make my way into the bush here somewhere. Look for a bit of a different spot compared to yesterday. It's going to be in between my camp and where I was fishing yesterday. Try and find a spot in there. Alright, we're going to start here for the morning. And if we get no luck here, I'll head on just up that way to where I was yesterday. Might need to move down to that other spot because there's a bit of movement over there. Yeah, we're snagged. Bummer. There's no getting this one back. Unless it comes flying out like that. Yeah. Alright, we're going to go back to the other spot. Yeah. So we're back at the original spot from yesterday. And those bass like to sit right under me here from what I noticed. But they're also jumping out on that far bank. It's funny because I'm only casting it just as far as the other ones. Hey! Oh, he let it go. No way. Oh, it was only a small one. It was probably about, maybe that big, low 20s. How good was that? He grabbed it right at the surface there. Ooh, I just seen him go for it again. He's right below me. He's literally right below me, and I don't want him. He's too small. So he can bugger off. I made the switch off one of the spinners. According to Google, the bass like the vibrations or something. And I don't have any surface lures or anything, so there we are. We got one. Yeah. Hey, we got him. There you go. Oh, come here. Look at that one. Hey, that's a decent one, but we ain't gonna keep him. We'll put him back. There we are. Let's see. He's probably a good 30-something centimeters, I reckon. So that's probably keepable. But we're not gonna. We're gonna throw him back. There you go, mate. Off you go. And he's gone. Fish on the board. All right, well, camera's about to go flat, so I think we'll end this here. One fish for the morning. Not bad. Been out here for maybe an hour, so head back to the car, let Freya out. She can have a bit of a run around while I make some breakfast. And then, I'm not sure, might go for a bit of a drive today. We'll see. So I've got some access to some private property down here in Ensay, and they've got a creek running through the middle of their property. So got some worms on the hook. Going to see if we can get us a couple trout today. But that's not going to happen when the dog keeps going in the water and scaring them away. Get out! Out of there! Hey? Come on. It's funny because we've got a good working dog just chilling next to the ute. And then the staffy just absolutely running amok and not settling down. Now, according to the weather app yesterday, It was meant to be raining here all day today and probably thunderstorms tonight. But as you can clearly see, the sun is out and it's absolutely lovely here. I've got the whole spot to myself. There's not a single person here, but there are a lot of flies. That's probably got to do with people leaving fish guts around, as Freya went and found them and rolled in them, because who wouldn't want to roll in fish guts? Look at the cows. You're not even interested in them. They're all looking at you. So since I didn't end up catching any trout out on that private property, I went back in to Ansay and had another fish on the Tambo River this morning. I tried a new spot from where I caught that bass the other day, but no luck. So I went straight back to that other spot where I caught the bass from earlier on, and what do you know, first cast, hooked a bass. So that is going to be my attempt at tonight's dinner. So here he is. This is this morning's catch. Now, I'm not a fisherman, so I'm going to attempt to fillet this and hope for the best. We'll see what happens. All right, so I don't think I did too bad at the filleting. All done now. I've probably only done 5 fish in my life. 4 of them probably trout, and then this is the other one. Got a good couple little fillets. Not much skin, not much meat left on that skin, so I'd say that's a success. I'm going to try and fry that up and chuck it in a wrap for dinner. Now that didn't end up too bad, did it? Man, that looks good. That's so good. Tell you what, I'm glad I went back to try and catch one of them fish today. That was worth it. Alright, coming